Good day, mate.
Hello, friends. Welcome in. How are you today? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Let me just double check that everything's working and then we will begin. In the meantime, you can begin entering in if you would like to try to win a Steam code for Clair Obscur. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, if you would like to a chance to win a code for Clair Obscur, you can do !ticket. But let me see if everything is working. Bruised, welcome in. Hello. Let me see here. There we go. Okay, and that's working. Good, good. Yimit, hello. Okay. All right. I think we're good to go. So, let's go ahead and move on over here. Welcoming everybody. How are you today? Bruce, hello. Yimit, hello. That is right. You can, in fact, get a chance to win this game, Clair Obscur. We played like the first hour and 20 a couple days ago, and I loved it. Very excited to play some more. And so I feel like most people would probably like it too. So if you're a fan of like, I was gonna say JRPGs. It's not technically a JRPG. If anything, it is an FRPG because it is a French-made game. But if you're like a fan of Final Fantasies, this seems like, and also Super Mario RPG. I think even specifically, if you're a fan of Super Mario RPG, I think you'd be a very big fan of this game. Mostly not because of the tone is very different from that, but the combat is similar, more similar to Super Mario RPG than most Final Fantasies, I would say. Some Final Fantasies have had, like, their characters that maybe have things that you need to, like, button presses, like, while they're attacking. Like Squall has that, in 8, but, it's not like a franchise staple. But Super Mario RPG, every character, you, like, button pressed at the right time, it would do additional things. Anyway, I will say, one, Clair Obscur has been getting a ton of good reviews and has sold very well, but I will say I was a little bit surprised by this. Apparently they've already been picked up to make a movie, a live-action movie, which is surprising, I think, because the game hasn't even been out for a week. No, it just now is a week. But this was announced like a couple of days ago. I mean, I guess the story must be really good. It starts out great. The cinematography is amazing. But I mean, I guess the rest of the story must be really good if they're like, we're going to make this into a live action movie already. I am curious. I was thinking about this already. I'm curious how they're gonna cast the movie, because the guy who secret welcome in the guy who voices Gustav, who's the main character, is Charlie Cox, who plays Daredevil, who's British, but Gustav is I mean, they're all French, I'm pretty sure. Like, all of the... Well, no, I mean... No, wait a minute. Does Goose... I feel like most of them speak with more of a French accent, but I'm like, wait a minute. Does Gustav have an act? Like... Look to everyone who gets a Steam code ticket. It's true. And you can enter to get one as well. Though, do you like turn-based RPGs? I don't actually know if I know that about you, Secret. I don't think you've ever... Well, I know you've played, like, Final Fantasy, the MMO, but I don't know if you've ever mentioned playing, like, a normal Final Fantasy. Not really. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair, then. And a work hearing, but here it's fair. And that's totally fine. I actually, I clipped some of the gameplay from the last VOD and I sent it to YV. Because I was like, I need you to see this, because the intro to this game was beautiful. But I know that he doesn't like turn-based RPGs. And I get why people don't like it. But I'm also like, oh, but there's so many great turn-based RPG games. No audio for at least another 2 hours for me? All right, Joss. Figured I would keep the giveaway to people who actually want the game. No, that's totally fair. I appreciate that. But I get why people don't like turn-based RPGs. I always say JRPGs. They're not always JRPGs, but I understand why people don't like RPGs. Amber's welcome in. But I'm still sometimes like, but they're so good. but they're just so good. Who was it? Someone recently, was it Joss? Somebody said, I mean, Joss won't be able to say because he's in a meeting. Someone said recently that turn-based RPGs give them more stress. Maybe I think it was Joss. Also have work all right, Secret? I hope work goes well. But I think for me, I feel like it was Joss, because he said it's the, like having too many choices and options kind of like presented in front of you. And I get that. I think for me, it's the opposite, where I'm like, I have time to think and like process what is the best choice here, and like, you know, what is the best strategy in this moment. But in fact, I do hate it. There's some RPGs, turn-based RPGs, where it's still on a timer. Like, combat's still on a timer. I don't like it. Like, actually, Final Fantasy V, when we were playing that, we never finished it, but if you don't make a choice in the combat menu, the enemy will still go. Like, it'll still wait for, like, they have like a timer bar going up and then they go. That I don't like. I like how in Final Fantasy VIII, it's just like, you have infinite time to decide. And there are some Final Fantasies where they give you that choice, where it's like, do you want like time to think about things, or do you want it just to be sort of, it's like active ATB, I think is what they call it, is when it like just goes if you don't make a decision. I don't like that. The most turn-based game I play is Pokemon TCG that's fair. And that is a turn-based game, so I get it. But this game is like, oh, it's beautiful. The story so far, like, I mean, we're only, I think, in the intro. Like, we're not very far. But the story so far is like, the cutscenes and stuff have been beautiful. I did tell YV, because he was like, the game looked beautiful. It's not the game for me. I was like, that's fair. At least they're making a live-action movie of it, apparently, already. They've decided. Opons, welcome in. How's it going? If anyone plays Pocket, any more friends? I know people do. That's about it. I know people do. But I guess I have never even really like seen it. But Opons, how are you? How's it going? If you haven't heard Opons, they are making a live action movie already of Clair Obscur. Oh, but what I was saying, I'm curious, are they going to get Charlie Cox to play Gustav? Or would they get somebody else? But I actually can't, we'll have to, when we get into the game, I'm gonna have to pay attention. Does he just speak in his normal voice, or is he speaking with a French accent? Because I actually don't know. I can't hear it in my head. Because I think some of the other characters speak with French accents, and now I'm confused. Because then because my thought was, would they? It did go up in price. It's inflation. The tariffs. But yeah, Opens, it does seem rather fast that they're making a live action movie of this. Again, it is not, it's just hit a week. But yeah, I was actually like, I mean, I guess the rest of the story must be very good. But I'm curious, would they get Charlie Cox to play his role? Because I mean, like, it feels like you would, because he is like a well-known actor. I would say playing Daredevil in the MCU grants you some sort of, like, status. He has also been just like an actor for a very long time, so I feel like he's not like unknown. But I wonder if like, would they get, but now I need to listen, because my thought initially was, would they get a French actor to play him? But then now I'm like, wait, maybe he doesn't even have a French accent, so maybe they would just get him. I didn't know you liked inflation that much. No, I don't. I was actually I was looking at it, and I honestly was surprised it was 500. I was actually trying to, some of the sounds might be a little bit wonky today. I am assuming you heard your intro sounds. I noticed that the first G'day didn't play. But I was trying to, because what I'm going to do today, because I forgot about it, because it's been a while since we've played like a story game like this. When we get into a cutscene, I will be muting the audio sounds, so that they're not like going off during the cutscenes, especially because a game like this seems very emotional, and I don't want, again, like somebody dying in somebody's arms, and then Opance comes in and you hear, yeah, baby. So I don't I don't know if that's the vibe that I want for that. So I was like, I got it. I had to program it on my my thing. That's the greatest sound ever. It is. I don't know if I want it on some of these sequences, like the sequence last time where everyone is being Thanos snapped. Not sure I want that playing during that moment, or any moments like that in the rest of this game. So, you know. But anyway, I was trying to get that to work, and one of the things that also pauses those redeems, and I looked at the redeems, and I was like, wait, that's 800 channel points? I didn't realize, or 500 channel points? I didn't realize that. That seems low. Especially because I got rid of a bunch. I don't know if you guys realize that, but I got rid of a bunch of redeems. And I did that like a month ago. And actually, pretty much no one has said anything, which is not surprising to me because a lot of those didn't really get used. So, Vix, welcome in. How's it going? Actually, probably the only reason why NJet stuck around is because Yemet uses it. That's really it. Also, GTA 6 got delayed, by the way, if you guys did not hear. They announced that today. Bear, welcome in. How's it going? How are you? And again, for people, you can do exclamation point ticket if you would like to enter for a chance to win a Steam copy of this game.
Good day, mate.
But GTA 6 got delayed. It was announced today, this morning, that it was being delayed to May of 2026. Not surprised. Glad they have a somewhat date. Yeah. It is good that they kind of laid out that date. I'm sure there are a lot of devs that are excited to know when that date is. So they know, great, we're not going to release a game around that time. There was actually rumors because Borderlands 4 moved up a week. And it was very funny. There were a lot of people who were like, does that mean GTA 6 is being released on that original Borderlands 4 date? And is that the reason why they like brought it up a week? Which honestly, bringing up a week wouldn't have mattered, I don't think, because people would still know GTA 6 was coming out. Like they would just not have bought Borderlands 4. But they said that was not their decision for that, and it's true. Apparently, they said that they're just like content where everything is, and they figured they could move up the date. I will say I watched the Borderlands 4 like direct. Honestly, pretty impressed. I honestly think it looks pretty good. I only had one main complaint. For some reason, and I actually almost downloaded the like gameplay trailer to watch on stream, but I didn't. But for some reason, let me see if I can find a screenshot of it. Borderlands 4, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Gameplay. Show me potato salad. I need... These are all like... Okay, I can't find like a screenshot from the gameplay trailer. All these seem to be like official screenshots that don't have like the UI. This kind of shows it, but not really. Hold on. Okay. This kind of shows this. Gilmore, welcome in. Oh, wait, this is actually just the trailer. Okay. Hold on. Let me find where this is.
Good day, mate.
And Opance, I feel like you'll appreciate, or like you'll acknowledge me on this. and be like, yeah, that is a weird choice. Let me see if I can... Hold on. So... I'm trying to find a part in the trailer where they are looking at an enemy. Like where they have an enemy in like their crosshair. Okay. This is going to be a bad example of this. Because it's not like it's not an egregious example of like why I don't like it. Hold on, is this a better one? I have a qualm with here's actually a better one. I have a qualm. By the way, Bear Gilmore, how are you? How's it going? If you would like a chance to win a copy of Clair Obscur, do exclamation point ticket. Okay, here's my main issue qualm. So, and it is going to be, this isn't going to seem as big of a deal in a screenshot. I think it's a bigger deal when you're watching the gameplay. But the enemy health bar, which you can see in the center of the screen, is tied to the crosshair. So like it is, the enemy health bar is always in the center of the screen. Or like maybe right above it, you know, because the middle part is going to be the, you know, where you're attacking. It is always just above it. And so when, even if you were like moving around, that health bar is still going to be at the center of the screen. And it is incredibly distracting and also like kind of gets in the way. There was a part in the trailer where they're fighting like a robot. And it's at like a middle distance. It's not like too far away and it's not like super up close. But the enemy's health bar is actually covering like the top portion of the robot. And in Borderlands, there's like enemy weak points and all of that. And I feel like the health bar could potentially even like cover up some of that stuff. In previous Borderlands, the health bar is on top of the enemy. So like if you've recently damaged an enemy and like, you know, look a little bit away, the health bar is still on top of the enemies that are taking damage. But it like floats above them. But this one is just in the dead center, and it's like even if you were like in this other screenshot, there you're facing like the crosshair is at like the leg, and so it's still like, you know, at the top. I don't know if like, I don't know if what they were going, if the reason for that is there are some very large bosses, and so maybe it's harder to see the health bar if they are like a large like mega boss. And so they were like, it's better if it's like lower on the screen, or like if it's tied to the UI somewhere. But I feel like I don't like, and I will say they did fight a boss in the gameplay trailer, and it's not as like obstructive because the creature is huge. But like most of the time you're fighting monsters that are just like your size or whatever, and having just their health bar locked to the dead center just feels so weird. And I at least felt justified because I was not the only person to complain about this. In the YouTube comments for that video, and I joined the Borderlands 4 subreddit, multiple people were saying the health bar is really distracting, like they need to move it somewhere. I'll be lurking when you start playing. I haven't started it. Oblivion has been consuming me. That's great. I got a code for Oblivion, actually, so I'll be playing that at some point. Now, this game is better than the third. I do too. And they have at least said this, which I had a lot of complaints about the third. Honestly, I think some of the writing and humor was what turned me off from the third a bit. It felt like, I think Borderlands 2 is great, and it's sort of like very much a product of its time. I don't think the humor necessarily has aged particularly well, but it is like very much fits the era of when 2 came out. 3, I think, was still trying to write like 2, even though things had sort of like moved on from that point. And so I remember just being like, this just feels so cringy at times. And not in like a, oh, funny Borderlands way. I'm playing the pre-sequel right now, mixed feelings. Pre-sequel, I did not really enjoy. I thought some of the like characters were fun, like playing as the characters themselves were the Vault Hunters were fun. But yeah, I also didn't really like the oxygen mechanic as well. That just was sort of like an obstacle. Sassy, welcome in. How's it going? I will say, oh, so are you going, Johnzo, are you playing like, are you playing them in order? Have you played them before? Have you played 3 already? One of the things that the Gearbox devs have said about 4 already, which I think is good, is they said that they have adjusted how the rarity of loot, which 2 was like some of the, I've played 1 and 3 now pre-sequel. Okay, great. So I have not beaten 3. I just couldn't. I just couldn't. So this will make sense to you. They said that, well, the loot distribution of 4 is going to be closer to 2 than it was to 3. Meaning, for those that didn't play it, is that 2 legendary guns were very rare. And you actually had to do a ton of grinding for it. I would say almost too much. I actually kind of hope it's not quite like 2. I think Borderlands 2 is the best out of the series, but I think some of the legendary weapons were a bit too much of a grind. Though we'll get into that in a second. 3, there were so many legendary weapons. Gilmore, I hope you have some fun, good chores. I hope it goes well. 3 had so many legendary weapons that it was ridiculous. Like, legendary was not rare at all. It just, like, you would come across a legendary weapon and just basically be like, this is garbage. Like, this, I don't need this. I already have a weapon that's better. And, like, it just wasn't very special. So they said what they're doing with 4 is that it is going to be closer to 2 than it is to 3. In terms of rarity, and that they are going to make legendary weapons feel legendary, which I was like, excellent. And I think that's what makes Borderlands guns shine, is when you get like that legendary weapon that you're just like, oh, this adds like it has a completely different effect to it, or there's something different about it. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. That makes me happy. I'm interested to see where they take the writing and the humor, because that's still sort of like, I think Borderlands should be funny. I just think the humor needs to sort of evolve. 2 is best by far, absolutely. Yeah, it is hands down. I've actually mentioned trying to convince YV to play. He has only played like a little bit of Borderlands 1. And I was like, Borderlands 1, I honestly don't like, you don't need to play it. It's not required. It's honestly not even a satisfying story. Like, there's really, the only thing that you miss out in by not playing 1 is a lot of the main characters in 1 are NPCs in Borderlands 2. But I feel like if someone just explains to you and says, this was a playable character in the first game, you're kind of like, oh, got it. Day 302 of convincing YV. I honestly don't know if it'll happen ever, but we'll see. I've been trying to convince him to get into Borderlands 2, because then maybe if I could get him to do that even just a little bit, maybe I could convince him to play 4, you know? That's what I'm thinking. Like, maybe if I can, like, get him really started with 2, maybe he'd be like, oh, this is actually very fun. Like, you know, because he likes shooters, but I think he likes the competitiveness of, like, a COD or something. And I will say he likes more grounded stuff, I think. So I don't know if he'd be a fan of, like, having skills and stuff, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway. Overall, I will say there is a new story trailer, and then there's a gameplay trailer. And there's like a longer sort of direct where they kind of explain like what's happening and all that stuff. There are some cool new features that I think is great. And I'm honestly pretty impressed by it. I think I will pick up Borderlands 4 when it comes out. Like I'm pumped. For 1, you have like a personal vehicle now. Like you can just, instead of having to like go to the stations to like get your vehicle, you can just summon it on you and just like hop on. Eamon and Harlow are the 2 characters I'm not sure. Oh yeah, you said I'm going to have a very hard time choosing between 2 of the Vault Hunters. Which ones were those? I actually don't know the names of except one's called Vex, I think. That's the only one that I know. I always start off as a Siren, except for on 3. 3 I did not, because I was like, I'm not a fan of the Siren's powers. But I'm tempted with this one. This one seems pretty cool. I'll have to look. I know they'll like release trailers on all of the Vault Hunters and stuff, so I probably need to sit there and like watch that again, but or watch those and kind of then decide. But there is a Siren. Her name is Vex. She in the newest one, or like they actually play as her in the gameplay trailer in this direct that they had. She's like, when she uses her power, she gets these like goth wings or something. But is she a healer? No. I mean, maybe. They did say, this is, I will say, I love the Borderlands skill trees, and they said that the skill trees are there are more options now, which I'm very excited about. But, so I don't know, maybe. She has, they showed off 2 of her action skills. One of which, Vexalia, maybe. I almost always use the Siren. Yeah, same. I loved Maya in Borderlands 2. I like her abilities fit me perfectly. I always went support class, and it was great. This Vex has 2. She can she'll like create an orb in her hand, and she can like yeet it at enemies. And it seems to have some kind of like elemental effect. I feel like most of the Sirens also have like element stuff. She also has an action skill where she can summon a pet that's like a giant sort of like leopard cat alien thing. And what's kind of cool, this I thought was neat. The element of, because typically this has been like in previous Borderlands, if you had like a pet or like an element would affect your action skill, you had to choose that in your using skill points. Like, okay, I want electric stuff now, or I want this or that. Vex's pet changes elements based on what gun you have equipped out, which is so smart because if something is weak to electricity, you're likely using an electric weapon. So like you then would probably want your pet to then be electric as well, right? Like you'd want them doing electric damage. Instead of like, there were some times where it's like, you have like the Necromancer in 2 had like a robot that would fight alongside you, and you could make some of their stuff elemental and like electric, but it's like some enemies heal from electricity, so like you wouldn't want that, but like your mech is like helping them. So like what's cool is your cat pet, if you switch to a fire weapon, it is now a fire, like it's now doing fire damage. If you switch to a toxic weapon, it's now doing toxic damage. I'm like, oh, that's so smart. I love that. Great idea. But and I think her like orb thing that she shoots out does different damage as well, like elemental damage. But I do tend to choose the support people though. I loved for Maya in Borderlands 2, I loved in the support tree when you got the ability where like if you put people in that giant bubble that she could use, if you killed them while they were in the bubble, it would send out healing to you and your teammates. That was like, I loved that ability so much. Anytime I played with friends, I always played as Maya. I always went support, and that was always like one of the first things I did. I then also chose the ability that's like the remote rezzing. That was like, and it was like instant res and remote. Excellent. I was a great Maya. I was a great teammate for Borderlands 2. That's why you see, I think I could convince YB to like it. I'd keep him alive. Reviving from death was perfect. Yeah, it was like she was such a perfect like teammate. I think player, despite the fact that like the Necromancer was sort of made to be kind of like a helper class, sort of, but I don't know. And you get healed, and you get healed. Yeah, exactly. She was great. Because then you could get... So, then there was the upgrade in another tree where it's like, if you kill an enemy who's in the bubble then seeks another enemy if it has time. And so you could then, like, keep doing that. And if you could just, like, kill, like, get a bunch of enemies at sort of, like, lower health and only kill them when they were in the bubbles... It was then sending healing to you and your teammates, and it was just so good. I loved it. Anyway, I hope there's a really good healer for Borderlands 4. I'm sure there will be. But they said that the skill trees are a little bit more advanced, and they have like more options, which I'm totally here for. They changed how grenades work. It is more like Tiny Tina's, where in Tiny Tina's, they're not like grenades, they're like spells where they just charge, like they have a cooldown. The grenades, you always have grenades. They just are on a cooldown when you use them. I wonder if you will still have like grenade mods, but if Vex can heal, I might consider her, but I think I'm going Amen. I'll have to, Borderlands 4 Amen. Hammer, right? Does he have a hammer or something? Or axes? Yeah. Oh, right. Who are the characters? Hold on. I'm on the wiki. There's Vex, Harlow. Harlow does look cool. Rafa. Or Rafa? Not really sure. He's, what have they said? They haven't actually said what class he is, right? Yeah, Rafa. I mean, Harlow does look cool. I will say, I'm impressed also by the customizations. They didn't show this off in the direct, but they showed off on the website. Darth, welcome in. How's it going? They showed off on the website different cosmetics for Borderlands 4, and they're so varied, and they actually look quite different, which is great. I think like Borderlands 2, it's like all the cosmetics are just like palette swaps for the most part. The heads are a little bit different. The heads are probably the most unique thing about each character. 3 got a little bit more advanced, but these look honestly pretty great from what they showed off. And maybe there's like, it'd be funny if there's just like not a lot, and that's why they're like, you know, that's why they showed these off. But overall, I will say very impressed. I think they showed off what I would like to see. It does seem like there's more movement stuff, which is cool. And is there anything else that the world just seemed interesting? I think like there was like a lot, like even the landscapes look pretty varied and stuff. I'm excited, and like they showed off like some ice levels and some labs and some whatever. I think how fast-paced the game is what's selling me so far. I'll be very excited to play it, I think. Maybe by then I'll be able to rope in YV and play some or something. And great, welcome in. How'd you rate the game so far? I mean, we're literally only like an hour in. Good, I would say. I'm enjoying it. But we're not far at all, so. I'm doing good, Darth. How are you? Yeah, we stopped. I don't know if you're there when we stopped, but we stopped pretty much right after they got Thanos snapped. So we saw the next little short cutscene where Gustav is at the party, and then the mime was creepy. I loved it. It was creepy, but what a cool like. I love that it started off with him doing the like creating the wall. I was like, incredible. Long live stream streak, back to when I go. I've actually thought about turning off that feature, by the way. I'm considering it. I watched the YouTube VOD. It honestly, beautiful game. Oh great, did you know that they're making a live action movie already? But yeah, they announced that. Very, very curious. See how that goes. What was I gonna say though? Borderlands. I'm sure there was something else. Maybe one day if we have nothing, I'll download the direct and we can watch it again. But honestly, looks great. I'm excited. I hope the rest of it's good. I'm sure we'll see some more. You got the check-in system now, so you could turn off the streaks off. I could, yeah. I think also the I'm actually kind of curious because Twitch said they were going to roll that out to everyone. It seems like they have not. And I wonder if this is going to turn out to be like another one of those things like the highlights thing where they roll it out to like just a few channels and they say no one uses this and then they just like cancel it. I kind of wonder if that's going to happen, where they're just like, are they going to be like, if it in like 6 months, are they going to just say we're turning off stream streaks? They have not. I know a bunch of people who still don't. Yeah, I have not. I don't know anybody who did not have it initially who has since gotten it. I have not seen one person say, oh, I have stream streaks now. But I've thought about turning it off because I think most of the time I just think about, it stops me from streaming most of the time because I think I can't stream now because people might miss the stream, like, and their stream streaks are going to get messed up or whatever. So part of me has been thinking about getting rid of it, but we'll see. Yeah, I wonder why that is. They definitely said that they were going to be rolling that out to people. And they haven't. But they also said that about highlights. Do you guys remember highlights? I know Mr. Sputnik had them. And I think he's like the only person that I know. Actually, no. Drongo has them too, or had them. Highlights was, it was a thing where it was like, if something special happened on stream, the streamer gets to decide that. You could do like a special command in chat, the streamer would, and it would mark it as a highlight. Like it would create a clip, but it would be a special type of highlight where people who were in that stream would get a special badge for being there in that moment. And that badge evolved depending on how many highlights you were there for. I thought that was such a great idea, and I wanted it desperately. And they kept saying we're rolling it out to more people. We're just seeing the initial test. Well, like maybe 6 months to a year of them releasing that feature, they said nobody's using highlights, so we're canceling it. And so and I was like, but you guys didn't roll it out to more people. No one else. It was sort of the same thing where it was like people who got it initially got it, and then I never heard anyone else be like, oh, I got highlights. I got they gave me the highlight feature now. I wanted it so bad because I think it's such a great idea. I remember them tweaking a few things about it because it was something like, if let's say the streamer does exclamation point highlight, I don't remember if that's what it was, but let's say that is what it was. People who had like been chatting and then like do chat for like a bit afterwards get marked as being there for that moment. Was it called moments? Or was it? It's called moments, right? I'm saying highlights, but I think it was called moments. Moments. Yes. I got confused. So, but then I remember they changed it to where it was like, actually, no, you don't have to like do or say anything to claim it, or like to say that you were there for it. You have to... It would just like, if you had chatted at all during that stream, or if you were there at all during that stream, it would just give that to you. So I'm not sure if I like that as much. I kind of like that it required some kind of involvement. I do think it also popped it with a message in chat that was like, click this to claim that you were here. I think I got a single badge, but didn't it disappear after a while too? That one was not supposed to, because it evolves. If you were there, because it was like a white circle with like just some kind of gold something in the middle, maybe like gold diamond. If you were there for like 5 moments, then that badge changed a little bit, and then it changed more for the more moments you were there. And I thought that was super cool. So that one I don't think disappeared, because it required, like, it had evolution. But I don't think I know Mr. Sputnik had it, but I don't think I was actually ever there for any of the moments, so I never got one. But I kind of wish they would bring something like that back, because I think that's such a great idea. I have a feeling that I wonder if that same thing is going to happen with stream streaks, because they haven't done anything with it. And like, yeah, I don't know. Honestly, they could probably combine that idea a little bit, but I think I just happened to be there at the end of his subathon, so I got that badge. Oh, nice. I think I remember being there towards the beginning of the subathon. I don't think I was there for the end. But yeah. Because it's again, I think it's a cool feature. I think I like the idea that it requires interaction from people and like it's a permanent thing. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. They haven't really added anything else new. They've been focusing a lot on stream together and that kind of stuff, which is fair, but we don't really stream with other people, so it's not really stuff that we use. But then they 86 the whole thing, and now he doesn't even stream anymore. Maybe one and the same. Maybe that's what it was. Actually, he did start streaming again. He was on last month. But I think he's thinking about he's working it into his schedule, I heard. But that was on that stream, so you know. But he's married now and everything, so he's got the married life. Fair. But yeah, it's fun to see old Mr. Sputnik. But all right, friends, let us go ahead and we're gonna hop into the game. But before we do, we're going to so much adulting, exactly. We are going to give away the code. So. All right. Oh, I was so confused. I turned on my PlayStation and it started playing the music that has someone singing, and I was like, where's this coming from? Here's what we'll do. We'll run ads, and you'll have 3 minutes for any last people who want to get in your exclamation point ticket to try to get a chance to win a copy of this game. When we come back, we'll pull the winner. The singing's in your head. I would not be surprised. But all right, friends, we'll BRB, run ads, and then we'll come back and pull the winner. So if you have not done exclamation point, enter for a chance to win a Steam code for this game. Now's your chance to do it. So BRB.
Take this pause to rejuvenate, stand, stretch, hydrate. We will be back in just a few moments. Why is that Garfield so muscular?
Thank you. I said,
Jet,
I assume that means everyone had a chance.
Whisper lost in the wind. Your mic is muted.
Thank you. I have closed the giveaway. The winner is Opons! Opons, I will message you a code. Where are you? Opons, 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 Opons. Just as a reminder, we will be giving away every weekday stream until the 28th. We will be giving away a Steam code every stream. Weekday stream. So next week, return. Win some stuff. I know nothing about this game and didn't have time to go back and watch the VOD. I will try to catch you up. We did not get very far. There's still much unknown to us. But I will... I will catch you up now. This is also your chance, everybody. If you are playing the game yourself and do not want to be spoiled,
Into the void with you.
Or whatever, you may lurk now. But we did not get very far. So if you have not, or if you have played this, you are very likely ahead of me. Essentially, we start the game. Let's go. Congratulations, Opons. I already sent you the code on Discord. Enjoy. You'll have to tell me what you think. Again, we've only played like an hour 20 maybe, and I did spend a lot of time like looping around, making sure I didn't miss anything. So honestly, probably only like, been loving watching you play, can't wait. Oh, I hope you enjoy it. So honestly, we've probably played in essence like 30 minutes, I bet. Really, like it's if we like only went and talked to the people we needed to, and like only interacted with things that we needed to, you could have rushed this part that we played, but we took our time. Basically, there's a guy named Gustav. He is the main character. We meet him he's kind of looking off into the distance on a rooftop. And he has like a flower, like a rose, with him. I believe his sister, whose name is Mael, shows up and kind of like teases him a little bit, tells him that he needs to go talk to Sophie before the gommage, which I didn't really know what that meant at the time, but they're just like, you know, you have till sundown, so you might as well go talk to her. As you progress, you learn more and more. Something about he's about to start his expedition, I think tomorrow, or very soon. And that the gommage is tonight. People keep talking about it. You see people wearing red and white flower necklaces. There's a festival going on. There's also this air of melancholy, I think, amongst all of the festivities. People saying goodbye and whatever. Essentially, this is what I know. I'm no longer telling you this in terms of the order in which we played this, but from what we've all gathered. Some time ago, an entity named the Paintress showed up. She is able to be seen in the distance, like a long ways away, so she is huge. And magically paints on this mountain a number. Everyone of that age gets gommaged. Or what I learned, fun fact everyone, for people who don't know French, gommage means erase. Or to erase. But everyone just gets, like, Thanos snapped, basically. Everyone of that age just gets turned into petals and dust and are gone. And every year, the number goes down by 1. And so it is a yearly event, I guess, that basically everyone like of the age that's on that mountain gets turned into dust. And so at this point, Lumiere, which is the town that you live in, is starting to have fewer and fewer people in it. And in fact, and people keep commenting on that. That's like, they need less and less tables every year because there just aren't enough people. Kids get put into orphanages. Some people get foster care, whatever. But remember, the oldest people are 32 at this point. So, so Gustav is 32. Sophie was 33. So we take her to the harbor, and the number goes down from 34 to 33, and she gets turned into petals and dust. She does gift us before we go our really cool coat that has like a 33 on it, because I guess we are also Expedition 33. I guess that's probably going to be the name of it. Some people have hope in the expeditions that someone will finally be able to put a stop to the Paintress. Some people feel like it is pointless. Fewer people are being recruited into the expeditions. But that is essentially the gist of it, is there are people who go on expeditions and their whole point is trying to stop the Paintress. But all have failed up until this point. I don't think they have said how many expeditions have gone through, or if they did, I missed it. Or maybe they'll say that later. I'm sure there's plenty to learn lore-wise. But that's basically it. We are in a dying world. Also, there seems to be, like, weird stuff floating, like, some objects are just floating and suspended in midair randomly, and I don't really know why. Also, I love the idea, and I think this is kind of cool, that this lady is called the Paintress, and they call, like, the process being erased, like, even though, like, erasing isn't necessarily a thing, like, it's an art term, you could kind of connect it to art, I guess, to the Paintress and art. So she's, like, erasing, maybe you could say she's erasing the canvas or something, I don't know. But, yeah, so Gustav, you know, stared into Sophie's eyes while she was being gommaged, and you can definitely feel this sense of, like, you know, sadness, but also, like, he has motivation for the expedition ahead. I believe they have said that Maëlle, his younger sister, is coming along with him, but that is all we know so far. We left shortly thereafter. The next scene was at a party that I guess they throw, like, an expedition party, as soon as they gave us control, I was like, we'll stop there. Anyway, that's the recap. very much have been enjoying. We've played an hour and 1 minute apparently. So this is Gustav. Oh, also we fought a mime. We did have one battle. Not 100% myself either, but the way I thought I understood it was this is the 34th expedition because the expedition was 0. But I'm not 100% certain that I've understood that right at all. Well, I feel like I was like, surely the number is going down. Like, surely Expedition 33 is made up of most people who are are going to be 33. Or are 32. I don't know. It's confusing to me. He has a 33 anyways. Who knows? They haven't really explained a lot of that. No, I don't think so. Not yet. I feel there's still so much.
I should check on Maya. She's probably alone, as usual.
There's still so much that we don't know. I feel like we're still in the process of learning even just what's happening. There's also all this rock stuff. It's kind of hard to see. Well, it's harder for me to see, apparently. It looks clearer on OBS. This is like hardened rock that we don't know what that deal is. Also, there in the distance, you can see that's where the paintress is, where that number is over there. We also have like a cool arm. Our left arm does some special stuff. That's Gustav. I have not looked at this menu. Also, the animations are so cool. Okay. Wait. Oh, gosh. Change the... Oh, it's showing me a tutorial. Change the character's equip skills by selecting any of the skill slots. Equip earned Lumina by selecting any of the Lumina slots. Change the character's wardrobe, outfit, and haircut. Also, I think he looks like Robert Pattinson with a beard. Gommage. So, oh, wait. Wait. Oh, Expedition. This is, okay, so this is the default. That looks pretty dope. But this looks cool as well. I like the, like, wing. I feel like we should start off with just the regular one because, like, Sophie gave us that jacket. It feels rude to not use that. We could put a flower in his hair or not. I think we leave him normal right now. I think we'll change some of that stuff later. Yeah, she gave us that jacket. It would feel rude for us to be like, change. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're using Twitch rules for this mix. I don't know. I could be wrong. We'll see. We'll see if Lumiere is governed by
Let's at least check on
Dan
Maya
Casey.
and my apprentices.
Fish. I do want to fight more. The fighting is very fun.
Hey,
what is
Gustav,
this?
Check out the new pictos I made.
Looks a bit rough. Sure it works?
I've been working on this for months. It's my personal masterpiece.
Your personal masterpiece seems a little unorthodox.
It's dead useful, trust me. Come on, give it a whirl.
Sure, why not?
Great. I'll trade it for 1 token.
Current number of tokens, 1. But we don't know what else is here. But maybe this is the only time we get to ask him about... Sure, why
Call it
not?
morbid curiosity. Here, your token.
You won't regret it. Probably.
A quick inspection is enough to say that this picto is unusable as
You won't
is.
regret
I hate this.
Hey, Amandine. Having fun?
Oh, hey, handsome. Perfect timing. I'm styling everyone before we ship out. Gotta look sharp when we hit the paintress, eh?
Certainly important. Can you style me up too?
On it. Just bring me a token first.
Where am I supposed to get more tokens? Oh, there's her sister. But do we want to talk to her yet? Maybe. I don't know what's like going to progress us forward story-wise. Let's talk to other people first.
Hello there, Gustave. Perhaps one of these artifacts may prove useful to your mission.
Colette, you've been holding out on us. What are these?
What's funny is actually none of them have French accents. That's very funny, Vix.
Relics from before the fracture, passed down through the generations. The council deemed them trinkets, but I think otherwise.
That's kind of you to share.
I may not be able to join the expedition, but I'd still like to help. One token is all I ask.
Ah, I should have known.
Where do I get tokens?
Gustav, just the man I wanted to see.
You want a rematch, don't you?
Well, it's my last chance, isn't it?
After tomorrow, you'll be the undisputed expert on expedition history.
That's tomorrow. What about today?
Who am I to deny you?
Who
Fire
am I
away.
to deny you? Fire away.
How many years ago was the fracture?
Oh no.
You're kidding. This is your question.
Yes.
I hope we don't have
When
to
did
answer.
our world break apart and our luminous city get thrown into the middle of the ocean? Hmm? When was the fracture?
Takes out sword. 33 seems too easy.
67 years ago.
Brilliant. I concede. You are the undisputed expert on Lumieran history.
I hope he doesn't say not right after this.
What are you talking about? Every child knows this. The monolith's essentially a reverse calendar, counting down since the fracture happened in year 100.
All right, fine. Another one then.
Okay. Isn't the art style really cool though? Oh, absolutely. Well, what's funny is for some reason I was trying to remember. I thought they were speaking with a French accent, but they aren't. Earlier I was talking about how they're making a live action movie of this, if you don't know. And the main character is voiced by Charlie Cox, who plays Daredevil on Netflix. He's also in Stardust and other stuff. And I was like, I wonder if they would get him to play it, but he doesn't have a French accent. And then I've just realized none of these people have French accents. I think I just like substituted one into my memories because I know that it's made by a French team. So
Which was the first expedition to depart for the continent?
I think 99.
Expedition 99.
Are you even trying? It's barely a trick.
No.
question. Which
Oh.
was the first?
Expedition 100.
Are you even trying?
Okay.
Which was the first
Expedition 0.
Correct. That still annoys me. They left in year 100. They should be called Expedition 100. Makes no sense. Lumiere will be long gone before the monolith hits 0. All right, last one. Get it right, and maybe I'll give you a token. What is Illumina?
Abilities you internalize by using Pictos in battle after enough times. Special type of weapon. Lumiere's unique brand of perfume.
Abilities you internalize by using a Pictos in battle after enough times.
Well done. Well done.
Not really. I mean, I created the Luminar converter, so...
I hereby officially end our feud. With your departure, Lumiere loses a brilliant lad. And a good friend.
You big softy.
He's in Stardust? Yeah. He's the main character, right? Or like one of the main characters. It's this guy. That guy. Charlie Cox, Daredevil. Same guy. There you go. All the same. He does look very different. I wonder how old he was in Stardust. Probably very young, I would imagine. Yeah, that's a strange choice to make them all sound like Londoners if it's made by a French team set in France. But, well, the thing is, now I'm like, maybe it's not sent in France. I could be wrong. Hannah, welcome in. Just a baby. It's so true. Maybe it's not sent in well, I mean, Lumiere, though. Anyway, I wonder if they would get him to play him. But I honestly feel like this guy looks like Robert Pattinson. I was thinking about this. I think it's this part of his face looks like Robert Pattinson. It's the eyes, the cheekbones, nose, and maybe eyebrows sort of plays into it a little bit. But then I was like, maybe, does he look like Charlie Cox? I was like, I mostly know him as Daredevil, where he's mostly wearing glasses or has a mask. No, he doesn't really look like him at all. No. Like, even if you put a wig on him, I don't think he looks like him. No. But anyway. You know, someone else said Jake Gyllenhaal. That's actually very funny. So it's funny because I don't see the Jake Gyllenhaal part, but I do see the Robert Pattinson for sure. But I guess so. It must be. Is Avatar not in the early part? I don't know. I don't remember seeing it, but it could be. He also, like, his beard is also very, like, specific. But anyway.
All right, here's a token. Go and spend it on something.
Oh, yay!
Ready for your new haircut?
Let's see what you got.
Right, let's see what you've got.
And then Dean tries to experiment with Gustav's hair. It's looking good. We got a short haircut. Oh, is
Voila. Looking very fine.
Oh, it's not
indeed.
cut.
You'll die with a gorgeous head of hair.
We got the man bun. He's like a 50-50. I wonder like how they.
Voila. Looking.
Okay, I didn't know if she had another one. If we bring more tokens. Do you have tokens?
Glass of wine? Or a hug?
Maybe. I don't remember if it did.
Keep your sweat to yourself.
Bring Gustav a glass of wine.
Who exactly are you talking to? They cut servers from the budget years ago.
Ah, the ultimate.
I don't like this
indignity.
haircut.
A farewell party where we serve ourselves. There's a metaphor in there somewhere.
I'm betting you've got another bottle stashed in your coat somewhere. You gonna
Also, I
share?
think I'm gonna lower the music.
You wound me. But yes, in fact, I do have a motto. Always be prepared. Or was it always bring backup? Same difference.
Right.
And I am prepared. Prepared to live. And prepared to die.
You're such an idiot.
Hey. We've got your Lumina converter, yeah? I believe. I'm ready for my Lumina.
Yeah, well, we've only tested it here. Who knows what we'll meet on the main continent? We'll need more field testing once we land.
Don't worry, buddy. I've got you covered.
Great. Thanks, buddy.
Give token. Hold on, where is this? Settings. The piano guy is just Like, go in for it. And I need to be able to hear the voices. I feel like, did that lower it at all? Why? Okay. I still feel like it's very audible.
Hey, yourself. You okay? Want to talk about it?
I just at least want to make sure you can hear their voices clearer.
Yeah. Actually, no.
That's okay.
What about you? You say goodbye to Derek?
Oh, that was over ages ago.
Oh, sorry.
Eh,
I really thought you guys would work out.
it's for the best. I need full focus on the expedition and our team. We're all we have.
Yeah. We're all we have.
Also, let's get rid of this bun. There we go. Much better. This feels much better.
I think there's other survivors out there,
Doubtful. We would have seen signs.
but not impossible. Maybe if they have shield domes. But they would have been overrun by Nevrons before they could build any.
We were lucky the fracture dropped us out here. Bought us time to get our defenses up.
The fracture.
I don't know. People are resourceful, and Nevrons can't be everywhere. I'm betting on human ingenuity.
I like that.
Got a token?
Come, let's play some cards.
No way. Everyone knows you cheat.
Ah, it's just what sore losers say. Come now. You're going to be a little cautious mouse with the painters too.
Cautious is good. Keeps you alive.
Ah, we're expeditioners. Stay smart, yes, but be bold, huh? You can't win if you don't play.
Money's no good out there anyway. Why are you trying to fleece me?
'Cause winning's fun.
Give me a token.
Wow, so many expeditioners. So cool.
Give me a token, Jules. Gustav Gustav gives Jules the uniform that his father made for him. That's right.
That's... He made that overnight? Dad. Damn. Now I feel stupid for fighting with him. Oh, Dad. You take it.
What?
I'm not sure I'll ever use it. Maybe I'll go blind like my father, or maybe another expedition will succeed. I want to support the expedition now. Take it. It may be useful to you. It's okay. I don't need the uniform to know my dad's with me.
Thanks.
New outfit,
Maybe
but
you'll win and
Oh.
I won't need it back. Or maybe I'll reclaim it of your dead bodies during my expedition.
oh goodness. Thanks, Jules. Why do they keep? Why are they? Oh, it's like a red version of ours. Again, this feels so insulting to Sophie. We'll change your outfit for sure, but like,
I wasn't sure if I should.
not now.
You've been avoiding us. You didn't have to.
I heard Seba filled my spot after I left.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm a coward for staying?
Do you?
Not anymore. Not all of us can change the world. Some of us can only change ourselves.
Meaning what? Make yourself accept the unacceptable? Make believe that happiness is... this?
More like... rediscover. Happiness. One Gomash left. Maybe contentment is the highest form of happiness.
It makes me sad to hear you talk like this. The painter stole so many things, including your capacity to dream.
No, you misunderstand. My mind is where I can be free. She can't touch me there. This is my final act of defiance. Just like the expedition is yours.
If you say so.
I just finished calibrating the Lumina converter. We can launch test runs as soon as we land.
Perfect.
Hey, does Lune seem preoccupied to you? She's been distant lately.
Well, it's Lune.
This feels different.
I haven't noticed anything, but you know her better. Have you talked to her?
No, she doesn't like people prying. I've known her since we were 6. She hates personal questions.
Ah, right. You were both apprenticed to her parents.
Yeah. Let's just say they ran a tight ship.
I can imagine.
Tokens?
Ready for tomorrow?
Yeah. Been ready. What about you? Heard you were elected Commander 32. Congrats.
I've already claimed Alon's office. It's got a nicer view than mine.
A view of the Paintress. You're sicker than I thought.
She won't be there for long.
If we fail, though.
When one falls, we continue. We'll pick up and we'll push on. But I know we will meet again.
I hope so.
Gustav, we got something for you.
Token? Aww.
For your field notes. So, when you come back, you can tell us everything.
They'll definitely want that for the museum. The complete record of the expedition that destroyed the Paintress.
Oh, and if you find journals from the other expeditions, make sure you save them for us.
I shall faithfully record all our adventures, every strange and wondrous thing.
A book of tokens?
And Nevrons.
I can do that. And in return, do you solemnly promise to take care of the shield dome while I'm gone? I'm entrusting you with the safety of Lumiere.
I promise.
Promise.
Adrien?
I'll use everything you taught us, Monsieur G.
I should check on Maya. She's probably alone, as usual.
But where are the tokens? Where are they hiding the tokens? There's one person we have not spoken to who has, like...
I'll use everything you taught us.
But where are your tokens? Oh, we didn't talk to this person. I think...
I can't believe you're working right now.
Tristan dragged me here.
I think she's playable.
Is that the final spot? It's amazing you triangulated Expedition Zero's landing site.
Theoretically. Extrapolated from the archives, but... That was 67 years ago. So much of the landscape has changed.
I trust your calculations.
Thanks.
It's a good strategy, retracing their steps. They're the only expedition with any survivors, and they made it to the monolith, so...
Assuming the record's correct, my calculations are correct, that they left clear markers, that the road conditions haven't changed, that...
You need a drink.
Go away, Gustav.
Like her, like, runes or something. We talked to you. Mael, please have... Oh, wait. Oh, we didn't talk to you.
Commander?
Gustav saw you with Sophie. You talked?
Yeah, yeah. Where's your daughter?
Leona's upset. Doesn't want to see me.
Shit.
It's okay. She doesn't need to understand. As long as she gets to live.
Yeah.
I'm counting on you.
No pressure, huh?
Oh no. Lots of pressure. You and Lune and your Lumina tech, that's our edge.
Thanks, but that's not. Everyone has a role. Lucien, Tristan, Catherine, and you. You made us into a... We have a really good team, thanks to you. That's our edge.
Tomorrow comes, my friend.
Doesn't it always?
I talked to you?
Gustav! Come drink with me.
I'm pacing myself tonight.
It's so boring. It's our last night. Who knows when we'll be back?
I like that you say when and not if.
What can I say? I'm an optimist. Or an idiot. Depends on who you ask.
Got any tokens? Okay, I guess. I mean, we did talk to everybody. Got any more tokens for me? I know token.
Welcome back. You're here for the artifact?
1 token is all I ask. Come back when you have one.
Well.
These all yours?
You gonna lecture me
Oh.
on drinking?
Oh, who's this? I thought this was
I
my.
wouldn't dare. Just calculating how much it'll hurt to catch up.
You can start now. Here, let's have a toast to Sophie, who was always unapologetically Sophie, my fierce and loving friend.
To Soph. Seriously though, this is gonna hurt tomorrow.
Tomorrow comes, but it ain't here yet. I'm not crossing the sea sober.
Sober's better than deathly hungover.
No, not for that.
Ah.
Go have some drinks.
When I definitely avoided her. Oh, there's Maya. Well. No idea where we get another token.
I knew I'd find you. Having second thoughts about the expedition?
Please. More ready to go than you are.
Yeah, I know. Look, I know we've been over this, but as your guardian, I need to say this one more time. The rest of us only have a year left, but you've got 9 good years before your gommage. You don't need to leave yet. It's a lot to risk.
1 year out there is better than 9 years in here.
I know you think that, but it's...
If anyone should stay, it's you. You have friends and family who want you here.
So do you.
No, I don't.
Emma thinks of you as family.
Lumia's not my home. Not the way it is for you. Besides, this way I can keep an eye on you for Emma.
Right. Because she needs eyes everywhere.
Shush. You're lucky you have a sister who cares.
Doubly lucky, since now I have 2.
All right, enough chit-chat. Come on, old man, let's have a duel.
Old man?
You're pretty much the oldest man in Louisiana now, no? Come on.
This time, I'm not messing around.
Uh-oh. Yes. Honestly, the combat's super fun. Let's see if I can actually get good with parrying. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I need to know the timing. There we go.
No shame losing to a superior fighter.
Is this... How many times... Oh. Okay, so that blue number is the number of shots I have. Is that... So, is that... That's, Jennifer English, right? Me trying to parry, and it's
your
just
Lumina
not.
converter works better than your dueling.
Yeah, me too. Come on. Come on, get the parry down. Oof. Oh, right. I just used 2 of my things on shooting her. All right. Ugh. I just want to parry. I just want to be good at parrying. That's all I want in life. Oh. dead. Alright, let's hope this overcharge goes well.
For those who come after.
Oh, terrible. Oh. Oh no. Failed.
Too
Try.
slow, old man.
Now, don't get too confident.
Let me do it again. I did it again. I've only played like 30 minutes of Baldur's Gate.
Ah, Emma's here. Your sister's going to be looking for you.
Our beloved chief counselor. Yeah, I should go talk to her.
Don't get too drunk tonight, okay?
My darling sister has arrived. She'll kill me if I don't say goodbye.
Rematch. Yes, please. There we go. That's how you do a parry. Oh. That's not actually how you do a
Your
parry
Lumina
at all.
converter works
in
better
fact.
than your dueling.
Alright, let's see. Nice. Overcharge?
For those who come after.
That second one I can never get. Oh, I did the first two. I did the first two. Oh, I want to actually wait. You can skip turn. Oh, okay.
No shame losing to a superior
I want to.
fighter.
I want to practice. That timing for that is so wild. Let's kill her. Just so I can at least do it once.
Not bad for the oldest man in Lumiere, eh?
Congratulations, you beat a teenager. This token is
Token!
a well-deserved prize.
Rematch.
Yes.
Can I get another experience? Not another token, just more experience. The counters look so cool. I actually can't wait to see what these look like in daylight. Okay, so she strikes going
Hope
up.
your Lumina converter works better than your dueling.
For those who come after.
There we go. Dang! Oh, so I did get another +2 experience. You can get bragging rights for beating up a teenager. Exactly.
Not bad for the oldest man in Lumiere, eh?
No more tokens? It's fine. But yay! I got token.
Welcome back. You're...
Yes, I'm curious. Here's a token.
Take good care of it. Godspeed.
An old key for an old door. Okay. Does that go under... Old key. Quick inspection. A weird pictus. That's under quest items. Tints can be consumed to reallocate a character's attributes, skill points. Okay. Also. Okay. All right. Let's go talk to our sister.
The Chief Counselor honors us with her presence. What? Still mad I'm going?
This is the definition of a fool's quest. My brother's not usually a fool.
I've heard you say otherwise.
You and I both know the political complexities that necessitate the expedition. It's vital for morale, but it's a bloodless guillotine is what it is.
You should put that in your speech. Very motivating. They might just find a guillotine for you too.
There are so many things you can contribute to here in Lumiere that'll have a real impact.
Em, you're doing great work, really. Getting things ready for the last generation. You've got it well in hand here. Let me do my part, out there, and win us a chance to live.
We're never going to see each other again.
You're so busy anyway. I barely see you.
Just take care of Mayel, okay? Can't believe you're letting her go with you.
Me? You're her guardian too. You stop her.
We're her guardians, not her jailers. She really wants off this island.
Don't you have a speech to give?
You mean the one you so kindly wrote for me?
Just suggestions. I thought it might help you understand.
I do. Understand? I just... Anyway. Yeah, time for my speech.
Proceed to Emma's speech. This will conclude the festival, and Expedition 33 will depart. Yes. No one will give me more tokens, so... What's even the point? Oh yeah, look, that's the Eiffel Tower on that cake.
Expeditioners. The Sword of Lumiere. We honor your dedication. We do not take for granted that you dedicate your final year of life to keeping hope alive for all of Lumiere. Some of you are leaving to change the world. Others to discover the secrets of our universe. Some to protect loved ones. Others to find meaning in our all too short lives. As you sail into the unknown, know that Lumiere stands with you. When you battle the Paintress, know that Lumiere fights with you. Let the stones of her monolith crumble. Let her body lie at the end of the world. Unable to paint another death, let the stars no longer be hidden by her oppressive silhouette. Let the world once again watch the sun rise without the shadow of her cursed figure. May the wind of renewal take you to the ends of the earth. Tomorrow comes. Thanks to you. Expedition 33.
Title drop. I have a feeling that most of these people are going to die. Oh.
Get ready. You're old. How did you survive the Gommage? Which expedition are you from?
Fall back!
Stop! Come on, we need to go!
Called it, though.
He's not following. Putain! What the fuck? Who the fuck was that?
Merde! What do we do now?
Regroup at the rally point. The Indigo Tree.
Come on! Move! Fucking snap out!
Oof. So they seemed wholly unprepared. Can't tell if he has, like, heart trouble, if that's, like, something to do with his, like, magical stuff, or an effect of the continent. Oh? Also, I'm surprised at no point was he like, where's Mael? Expedition status. You can briefly check the expedition status and use a chroma elixir to recover health without interrupting exploration. Press triangle to show the expedition status. The expedition status shows the name of the current area, the expedition's current objective, bindings for exploration. Run, free aim, strike, jump, expedition menu, pause menu. Look for survivors at the Indigo Tree and Spring Meadows. And also the current health of the expedition, the current amount of chroma elixirs. Chroma elixirs. If the expedition is in bad shape, use a chroma elixir to fully heal all party members. Chroma elixirs replenish at expedition flags. Hold triangle to use a chroma elixir. Free aim? Is that what is free aim? Oh. I do not seem to be able, maybe I don't have R2 to run. Be running. Ooh. There's something about the monsters kind of remind me of Kana, Bridge of Spirits a little bit. This one, I guess more specifically. Wouldn't feel that odd. Free aim. Free aim shots are a good way to hit flying enemies as well as target enemies' weak points. Try to aim. Shooting costs 1 AP. Aim at the Lancelier's weak point to deal increased damage. Press R2 to shoot. Does it say specifically what is a weak point and what is not? No. I guess let's shoot the thing, the glowy thing. Okay. Makes sense. Oh, it broke. Fully. Okay. I guess let's save the rest of our... Ooh. Crushed it. No damage, plus 20%. Okay, so if you don't take damage, you get extra XP. We love that. He is like super focused. Just look around for a sec. Okay, now I can free aim. I feel like there's a lot of noise on the left. Oh, oh. One would think not to go this way. But we can't go that way. Oof. Not very, like, encouraging. I wonder how much grinding is in this game. Or is it an RPG that's pretty, like, grind-free? This does not look good. Mostly because everything is turning red. This makes me feel like Control. Ooh, boy. This is where you want to sit? It doesn't seem like the best. Ah.
You do that, we both die. Fucking hell. Wake up, Gustav.
Lune. The others.
I know. We're the only ones left. You don't get to die.
It's just a matter of time before we're already dead. Look around, look.
This is not a foregone conclusion. When one falls, we continue. Get up. We need to find a safer place. There are Nevrons around.
Lucien.
This is not the place.
Ruh-roh.
The Lumina converter seems intact. It's about time we test it in real conditions.
Putain.
Okay. What? Okay. Lune's stains. Lune's skills generate elemental stains. Her skills also consume specific stains to enhance their effects. There are 5 types of stains: ice, fire, lightning, earth, and light. Light stains can be consumed in place of any other stain. Cycle between the different elements to get the most out of her skills. Lune's starting skills are Ice Lance and Immolation. Ice Lance is an ice skill that generates 1 ice stain and 1 light stain. Use Ice Lance to generate stains. So let me look at this. Immolation. Low fire damage that applies 3 burn, 1 hit. Applies 2 more burns. Consumes light? No, consumes ice. Increased damage. So I guess if you do ice damage first, it'll do more burn damage. Medium ice damage. This is Ice Lance. Slows the target 1 hit. Consumes whatever the green one is for increased damage. Okay.
Ice.
Elemental affinities. The Portier is weak to ice and took 50% more damage from Ice Lance. Most enemies have elemental affinities. Weakness is take 50% more damage. Resistance is take 50% less. Nullify is take no damage. And Absorb is healed instead of taking damage. Find enemies' affinities and exploit them to optimize the damage. Slow is a debuff that reduces the speed of the character by 25%. Expedition counter. Some enemies can attack the whole expedition at once. Press R1 to parry and execute an expedition counter. Oh, that's dope. Okay. Very nice. Lune now has 1 ice stain and 1 light stain. Immolation will consume Lune's ice stain to deal increased damage. Light stains will be consumed if no corresponding elemental stains are available. Use Immolation to burn the enemy. Burn. Burn is a status effect that deals damage at the beginning of the character's turn. It is possible to be affected by multiple instances of burn, which increases the burn damage received. It got burned. Dodger, level 1. Gain 1 AP on perfect dodge once per turn. Oh. Okay. Want to be an expert dodger?
We did it, Gustav. Let's see if your invention lives up to its reputation, shall we?
Oh, it's that thing.
It really works. We're not dead yet.
Yeah.
Come on. There might be other survivors at the Indigo Tree.
I thought it was like a little lantern or something, which I thought was cool. What's neat that's actually like. New Pictos, Dodger. Gain 1 AP on perfect dodge once per turn. Pictos can be equipped to increase character stats. Higher level Pictos grant better stats. They also provide passive effects called Lumina. Each character can learn Luminas associated with Pictos. Luminas can be equipped in the Lumina menu, using Lumina points, and can trigger their effects without equipping the corresponding Pictos. Each character can learn Luminas associated with each Pictos. Okay. Luminas can be equipped in the Lumina menu using Lumina points and can trigger their effects without equipping the corresponding Pictos. Oh, also, she has outfits. Expedition. Gommage. Flower suit. Let's actually do... It's kind of cool. Where? Okay, so Pictos. Dodger. Equipped Pictos are shown here. Each character can have 3 Pictos equipped at a time. Characters cannot equip the same Pictos at the same time. It is possible to sort the list of Pictos by using the sorting options. After winning 4 battles with a Pictos equipped, it will be mastered. Every Pictos has a unique passive effect called Lumina. After mastering a Pictos, it will be possible to activate its Lumina without having the Pictos equipped. Okay. And oh right, so he can't have that, but we only have that one. I assume it saves. But this is where we will end. Friends, thank you for being here. Thanks for hanging out. We will continue this tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow. Next time. I don't know. I doubt it'll be tomorrow. But friends, thanks for being here. Opons, congrats on the winning a code for the game. But I look forward to continue more of this. I think it is very well done, very fun. But yeah, friends. Also, let me turn this back on. But yeah, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye!